Welcome to the lair. After being double-crossed and dumped in a radioactive crater, the Eggheads barely survived thanks to the help of Jonathan, an enthusiastic child of the atom looking for new recruits. They rearmed, reorganized, and relieved Jonathan of both his faith and his mini-nuke. Now they're headed to confront Moose Griffin, the raider scum who left them for dead and plans to conquer the overpassed town of Skygarden. But first, they must deal with some mole rats threatening Hardscrap, a wasteland farming community. And that's where we are. We're starting right in the middle of the action because we had technical difficulties last time and we got to a good break point. So there we go. It's Aaron's turn. Sarge.
I shall target this one. I don't know if you can see that.
Yep. And if you right-click it, I think you can actually select it and it'll do things, right?
No,
Or
it doesn't
hover
seem
over it and press T.
Or just roll dice.
Yeah, I'll just roll
Yeah.
dice. I will use my 10mm pistol. Let's see what happens. Oh, I think I hit it. Because I want to roll low, right?
You do want to roll low.
You do.
So, hold on, I just lost the
Three
chat.
successes.
I was going to say, I think 3 successes.
Does it automatically do the damage for me? Or
So yeah, so 3 successes, you only needed 1 to hit, so you gain 2 action points. And I think there's a way to do the damage, right?
Yeah, if you are on... What screen are you on, Aaron?
Oh, I think I got it. There we go.
Yep, that's the way to do it.
Sweet.
But you have an auto pistol. Okay, now we have to look up burst.
The attack may hit 1 additional target.
Then we'll hit this guy over here.
Burst means the attack may hit 1 additional target within close range of the primary target for each effect rolled. Each additional target costs 1 additional shot from the weapon.
Oh, dang.
So because you rolled a Pip-Boy icon, you have an effect, which means you hit a second target.
Can I hit this guy right here, the guy 1 square away from him?
You betcha.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Do I just roll damage again?
I believe that is correct.
Okay, off we go with damage.
And that should be 3. And he
So
had
my
already been hit.
So my bullet goes through the guy, but then ricochets off of whatever spidery looking thing is behind him and straight into this other guy.
Well, it's an auto pistol, so you just held down you just unload another round.
Oh, okay. And then Sarge pulls up his gun and makes the sound of a blowing sound as he cools off the barrel.
Very, very nice. Very nice. All right. Wait, I need to get to initiative here. Someday we'll play in a Foundry enough that this will all become second nature, and I won't have to edit these pieces out. How do I get to initiative, David?
The cross swords.
Obviously.
And then
Combat
down
encounters.
at the bottom, there's the arrow, but not the arrow with the line.
Gotcha. Okay. Sally Suntouched.
All right. Sally is... I think it's gonna, let me see, what range of close? Are we in close with basically all of these things? Or
well, so the green lines represent the zones.
Okay, so I would need to move into the other area.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move up in here. We should probably turn the grid off. I'll figure out how to do that when it's not my turn. And I have the combat shotgun. I'm gonna do something nice and complicated because it has a fire rate of 2.
Ooh.
When you make an attack with your gun, it can spend 1 shot of ammunition to simply make an attack. You may spend additional shots of ammunition to increase the damage I inflict to the weapon's damage rating for the extra shot you spend. The weapon's fire rate is the maximum number of additional shots you may spend to increase the damage this way. So I'm gonna use the combat shotgun. And do I have to declare the extra shot before or after? Doesn't really say. Guessing after?
Count as a second action?
It does not count as a second action.
Yeah, I don't know that it matters. It's not going to if it's not causing a penalty, then
okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot on the same target. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and target the guy at the top here. Let's see how that goes. My target number is 1.
You need 1 success.
One success.
Their defense is hold on. Yeah, their defense is 1.
Okay.
So you need 1 success. You got a whole ton of action points hanging out there. They got 5
I'm gonna go ahead
points hanging out.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend an action point to get myself an extra die. Which is good that I did because I think that's only 1 success.
1 success?
That is 1 success. And that one hasn't been hit before, right? Or has it?
No, it has not. It has not.
Okay.
So 1 success and right now you have to roll damage, right?
Yes. And do this. No, I do have to say what fire rate. You know what? Let's just see what happens. I'm going to add both of the extra combat dice to the roll.
Ooh, there's a lot of effects.
Wow.
4. So let's see. That was 4 hits plus 4 effects, which count as 4 hits. So that's 8 damage with 4
8
effects.
damage, and it's a spread. So for every effect I rolled, my attack inflicts 1 additional hit on the target. Each additional hit inflicts half the rolled damage rounded down and hits a random location, even if a specific location was targeted for the attack. So 8, and then each additional one is an additional 4. So 24 points of damage.
Yeah, so I don't want to deny you of your fun with rolling effects, but this thing just was reduced to a fine puree.
Yeah, explodes like a blood sausage, as the old Wasteland video game probably said.
Yes. So they'd be dead.
I mean, it did take 3 shots of my. I only have 12 now. I have 9 shots with the combat shotgun, but now I know what it does.
Wow, that was great. Okay, so the mole rat is vaporized. Congratulations.
I hate rats.
So the mole rats screech, and this one, covered in the gore of its own companion, comes screeching forward to attack Sally Suntouched. And
Right.
Let's see. And I have no action dice, so I just have to take what I get. Target number is 7, so yeah, 5 and a 7 gets me 2 successes, so that's 2 hits. All right, that's 3 damage.
3 damage, and do we see where it was? Sorry, I didn't see the hit location earlier.
Oh, where it hit. I don't know how to get back to the hit location. I could re-roll
No,
it.
It says hit location 13, but it doesn't say which one that is.
Oh, so no, it says hit location, right arm. So right arm 13. So
It says right arm, arm 2, front leg, right wing. Oh, it is the right. Okay, I see. It's all the right side, and it gives whatever you happen to be.
So your right
that
arm
was
right.
So I had a defensive 1. It did 3 damage. Luckily, I have leather armor, which absorbs 1 of that. So I'll be taking 2 damage.
Sensing blood, the other mole rat advances forward, screeching at Sally Suntouched, and will also attempt to bite.
I will protect
So how
you.
many successes did I need?
You only needed
Take
1,
it.
so you did get an AP, unfortunately.
Woohoo! 1 AP for the Overseer. All right, so the next one advances, screeching and infuriated by the blood of its companions. It's one hit to the head.
Not her pretty face.
Her pretty face, and that'll be 2 points of damage.
Okay, so that don't have any armor on my head, so that's 2 straight to me.
And I don't think there's an effect.
Thank good.
The effect is piercing, actually. So that's good to know for the next time I try and hit you.
Okay.
Because you did actually have we're not going to retcon that, but it's good to know that when I set up the monster, I didn't add the piercing bit. So the last one's going to come scrambling over and screech at Sarge, the robot, and attack Sarge, the robot.
Oh, I was so innocent.
But miss badly.
Yeah.
These robots are hard to bite.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Okay. Koromir, Brain and Brawn, Barbarian of the Wasteland.
Seeing his queen being attacked, he is going
get
to
this
run
thing
up
off
there.
me.
Which one is on you? Is it the one right in front of you?
Both.
They're both on me.
And he's going to
I
bust
wasn't
out his
specific.
baseball bat, and we're going to smack it with the baseball bat. Yeah, 2 successes.
All right, well, you only needed 1, so that's another action point for the party, so I'll go ahead and add that.
I need to roll damage. The damage,
That's 4 points of damage, 1 of which is an effect.
which the effect on the baseball bat, I don't think it has an effect.
All right, well, you killed it with the 4 points of damage, so it'd be dead. And it's funny, last game, I knew how to kill these things accidentally, and now I don't.
Which
So
one
I'm
is
just
dead?
deleting them. The one I just removed from the screen,
Oh,
the one
okay.
that was right next to Corvir.
Yeah.
And I believe the rate of fire on this thing is only 1, so yep, that's that.
Alrighty.
Yeah, rate of fire is you can add more damage when you roll don't more damage dice when you roll damage.
Oh, that's
Can't-
it. I thought I
You
could
can't
attack
shoot
the
another
second one.
person. Yeah,
Okay, so
that'd be
my
nice.
initiative was slightly out of order here because it says I have another mole rat, but gonna go to Colby.
You had the mole rat in
Ex-Brotherhood
front of
scribe.
Sarge. You had the mole rat in front of Sarge. That's who that was.
They already attacked.
Did they?
Yeah, they missed.
I missed.
Got double 8s.
Okay. Colby is going to. Sorry, all of a sudden, all the dice rolled on my screen. I
love
wasn't
those
looking
moments.
at. All right, I'm gonna step forward and fire at the mole rat on Sarge.
All right, so if you want to be in the same zone, what's the range on your
I'm moving
weapon?
into the same zone. I'm getting there.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna fire the laser gun.
Damn, you have a good energy weapon skill. That was an 11 and a 9, so 2 successes.
Yeah.
You only needed 1.
All right, well, damage?
You guys are at max. You're at 6 action points. I think that's max, right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. We don't have any feats or perks that will increase that.
And
All right, so it's
the effect is piercing for whatever that's worth.
it would bypass its armor.
Okay.
Which they do probably have a little bit.
Oh yeah,
which-
they do have physical DR1. Look at that.
So, I mean, you
So-
missed the piercing on me. I missed the piercing on you.
Yeah, you know,
Sort of thing.
Hand
I don't
wave,
know.
hand wave.
Is it my
Yeah, so
turn yet?
effects
It is.
piercing
It is
1.
totally Sarge's turn.
Okay, so now that the mole rat is significantly closer, I pull up my buzzsaw. Groovy is what I say as I plow through it in my best ash.
Oof.
Wow. Yeah. So
Is
that's
this good
that's
or
3
bad?
points of 3 points of damage and 2 effects.
What are
Yeah, it's
effects
piercing-
on this?
Piercing 1, which if it had a lot of armor, it'd be actually piercing 2 at this point. It would get rid of 2 points of
Can I
armor.
cut off its head at this point?
Yeah. So
Be
with that,
splattered in blood in the
with the
Ash
damage.
Evil Dead.
Exactly. So you just slice off its head. It just gore explodes backwards, and I can just see it would go to the close up. Groovy. And so that's another mole rat dead. Sally's sun touched. And although you're not grappled, I can envision you have the one mole rat hanging off of your right arm, just like.
Oh, yeah, Sally. Okay. Yeah, you had an advance, so I wasn't sure. I hate these nasty things. And is going to pull out the switchblade and show you how it's done in LA. I'm going to spend another AP as well. I'm not as good with the switchblade, but I did get 1 success.
You got 1 success.
And I don't do much damage.
It looks like 1
Just
point of
1,
damage.
and it doesn't, not an effect.
wasn't
so it's
piercing.
not piercing. So no damage. Ugh.
All right. The mole rat hisses at you and attacks back. I think that's going to be 1 success. Yep, 1 success. I'm going to roll my damage.
That's not nice damage.
4 damage, 4 effects, right leg.
Don't-
So that'll
Don't
pierce.
do that.
4 damage, right leg.
I need to find a convenient radiation pool or something.
I've got a gamma gun. I can just open fire on you if you want.
That actually might be good.
Wait, did it overflow into an internal ammo compartment and explode? Wait, this isn't BattleTech.
No, it's not Battletech, luckily. And yeah, it was only 4 damage, so it's not 5, which is an injury.
I'll try harder next time.
Yeah. Try to get
All right,
5 damage on
Coromir.
4 dice.
My queen. This guy, baseball bat. You know what? I'm gonna use one of our APs and get an extra dice roll. I meant to go minus because my queen is in trouble.
Highly appropriate.
Do. Roll away. My goodness.
So you could spend some luck.
Yeah, I think we're gonna.
So you rolled 17, 17, and 18 or something like that?
16, 17. Oh my goodness. Can I spend 3 luck and just re-roll all of them?
You only
think
need
I
one,
might just-
one to hit.
Nope, another 16. I've tried not to hit your perfect leg, my queen.
Excuses,
All right.
excuses.
Swift. I was just looking up luck points again. All right, Colby. There's a mighty wind to the right of you.
Okay, Colby's going to step forward and just open fire on that mole rat with the laser gun.
All right, that'll be
All right.
1 hit to the left leg.
Damage. All right, so the effect again is piercing 1.
Okay, so that's 3 damage, 2 effects, and it all goes in, but it is not dead yet.
Oh, this thing's a monster.
Screeches and scowls at you. I don't know if rats scowl, but I'm going with it.
Sure.
Sarge.
sure.
I'm afraid to shoot her, so I'm gonna move. How far can I still attack if I move this?
You're all in the same zone, so it just counts as you're just there.
Okay, all right. And then I am gonna go again with the buzzsaw.
Right. 3 successes. You only needed 1, so that's 2 more action points for the party. All right, so that mole rat is shredded, and there's a fan of gore that just spews out onto Sally.
That's awesome. I'm painted now.
Yes, completely shredded. And I imagine the splatter spins around on the saw and then comes back to you, unless there's a guard on it. But yeah, it's Fallout. I doubt that's the case. All right, so you have defeated the mole rats. There are
Did you want to
4
pause?
chunks of mole rat meat just for the taking. Well, maybe 3, because one of them was reduced to a fine puree.
Yeah,
I got a straw.
Yeah,
I'll
I was going to say Sally kind of hunkers down with the switchblade and just starts carving.
Protein shake.
All I can think of is the ghoul from the TV series. This ass jerky ain't going to make itself.
Yeah.
So as you're butchering the remaining mole rats, one of the guards over at the gate to Hardscrap calls out, "Huh, thanks. Good work. You guys are pretty handy with weapons and blades, and man, the stench though."
Indeed.
Colby very sincerely just waves and goes, "You're welcome."
You did a great job out there, Colby. It is good that I have taken you under my wing. You are learning
It
a
doesn't
lot.
smell so bad once they're cooked.
Thanks, Coromil. You do better next time. I know you will.
I killed one. I just did not
Okay,
want to hurt
so
my queen.
you have defeated the mole rats. What are you doing next? You are at the gates of Hardscrap, which is a farming town. There's like mutafruit and some corn stalks and potatoes growing. They've got a number of different outbuildings and what have you. There's guard towers surrounding the town, and it looks like, true to its name, a community that is Hardscrapple. It is surviving. It is not necessarily thriving.
I think Colby's headed for the gate.
We chose to go up this way, and I'm trying to remember why we chose to go up this way.
After you had your encounter with Jonathan and left him unconscious with his severed hand reattached, but
We'll just forget. I mean, we met with the guy, the child of Adam, and bygones will be bygones. Water under the bridge, shall we say?
Nukes onto the floor.
Yeah.
And so you had options. So you could have gone to Dicetown, which is sort of this former battery manufacturing plant, that big concrete walls, where you got your job from the Moose Men originally, and Hive of Scum and Villainy, that kind of thing. Or you could have gone to Hardscrap, which is where you went, and you could have backtracked to Astro Farms, which is where you got the pure seeds that you had actually been hired to get to help Sky Garden, because they were having some sort of agricultural failure, and you needed the pure seed TM seeds from Astro Farms. But that would have been backtracking. And then a couple of days away is Sky Garden itself, the community that hired Moose to actually retrieve the seeds. Moose turned around, hired you guys to get the seeds. Then Moose betrayed you and stole your seeds, and then went over to Sky Garden, informing you he was going to conquer it. So I think, if I recall correctly, you came here because you didn't want to run into anybody in Dicetown.
And we also need food, if I recall.
Yeah, time to resupply.
Speak for yourself. But okay.
I require 10,000 calories a day to work these muscles.
Yeah, so Sally's there's food right here. So we're going to harvest some of that while everybody else, sometimes ghouls aren't, treated nicely in places like this. So I'll stay out for a little while Colby
We haven't made it past the gates
go
yet.
talk to him. Well, Colby and the others are going to go talk to him. So
Okay, gotcha.
this is my harvesting role. Nice.
Very nice.
So
Yeah.
you're
If we needed more AP, we'd have more AP now.
This is true. So you're at the gates. You see this guy. He's wearing what looks to be fairly well maintained Raider armor. Like, Raider armor tends to be really, really piecemeal, but this has been, to the extent that it can be, like, tuned up, improved, sort of the harder edges kind of worked down, so it's not quite so brutal looking. Looks like it's almost been civilized. And he's got a shotgun over one arm, and it's kind of looking out at you. Says, "Name's Big Jim Harrington. Who do I have the pleasure of talking to, if not smelling?"
Well, the amazing Sally, but I have a question. Is there a reward for getting rid of all these mole rats that we're about to?
Oh, well, I mean, you have our gratitude. I don't know if you have a reward per se. We have a lot of mouths to feed here. A few more is not what we were looking for.
I have no mouth to feed, but I do need repairs.
Chris, you were going to say something?
You'll say, "Hey, Big Jim, I'm Colby, and these are my friends, and we're just out traveling. We were wondering if we could come in and maybe do some trade. That's some really nice
trade.
armor you've got."
Trade? Well, yes. I mean, certainly we're open to trade, and, you've demonstrated that you're friends of the community by dealing with the mole rats, but you should know, we tolerate no shenanigans here. There's people up on the
there
guard
won't be any
towers. They've got
shenanigans.
pipe rifles with snipes. They'll take you out if you're up to any no goodness. If you're
Oh,
those kind of people who might befriend an individual and then, I don't know, attack them and leave them for dead next to a crater.
Not us. Never us. We would never even, he looks back over his shoulder, never do that. That would never cross our minds.
In fact, we were betrayed and left for dead in a crater.
Huh. Well, there seems to be a lot of that going on in the Wasteland these days. It's a terrible place. Why don't you come on in? But remember, We don't want any trouble.
I'm looking for repairs, sir.
Sally, are you
All
staying
right.
out here?
No, Sally's
Sally
not
will-
staying out here.
Sally will finish up harvesting some chunks of mole rat meat to cook later and then head on in as well.
Nobody, my queen, cuts meat as quite as fine as you do.
So I think you had acquired 2 robot repair kits previously. I don't recall if Sarge
We did
I don't have them on my list, so
under gear.
if there's somewhere someone that has them. But yeah, I'm at 6 out of 12, and I'd like to be better than that. I have rickety bits moving all over the place.
I believe we had said that Sarge had self-repaired after coming out of the crater, right?
Oh, then am I 12 then? Out of health?
Well,
What were you at?
It says I'm 6. I came to the, I logged in and it said I was at 6 health. So if I've repaired, then I'm happy to put it to 12. But
No, so then I don't
if
think
not,
you
I'm
have.
seeking repairs.
I think you picked up the medical kits. I think everybody else stimpacked after the encounter at the Shrine of the Last Stop. And because I don't think you took any damage in that encounter, and you didn't take any damage in this encounter. So
Okay,
you have
well,
2
I
robot
go to
repair
Colby
kits that you
because
could
he's
use.
the only one wearing clothes enough to be carrying stuff. Cormier is,
Just
I hope
standing
he has
there with his
pants
hair
on.
waving in the wind.
I kind of hope he has pants on, but we don't really have verification on that.
I mean, loincloth. I mean,
Strategically placed bands of armor, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
just enough to keep it PG.
and I think Sally's wearing leather armor too, but
yeah. But
Yes,
Sally's
but
not good
she's
at
the
any
queen.
repair type stuff.
And
yes.
she's not going to carry anything. Come on now. So it's
So
got to
I
be
can look up
Colby.
repair kit quick. Yes.
And actually, Colby has some repair skills.
Aha. So, Mr. Colby, sir, I demonstrate my poorly articulated arms.
Oh, let's take care of that. We can take care of that. Let me take care of that.
Yes.
And-
when I'm
Alright, so-
flexing these, I make sure to make extra squeaky sounds, even if I have
Alright.
to embellish them on my own.
Do you need me to roll my repair skill or anything, Ken?
So it says
It's
a
very
robot repair
safe,
kit.
so-
A robot repair kit can be used in one of 2 ways. It can be applied using the Take the Chem minor action, healing 4 hit points or treating an injury immediately, or it can be applied as part of a first aid action, healing 4 hit points or treating an injury in addition to any other healing done. As with repairs to a robot or power armor, as with any repairs to a robot or power armor, this is done using the repair skill rather than the medicine skill. So the first aid action, you can try to quickly patch the wounds of yourself or an ally, make an intelligence medicine check. In this case, it would be repair, equal to the number
Okay.
of injuries the patient has, and increase the difficulty by 1 if you're trying to do it on yourself. If you succeed,
Okay.
you can either heal HP equal to your medicine rating, treat one injury the patient is suffering from, or stabilize a dying patient. So I think you're making you're applying it as part of the first aid action,
Okay.
as part of the repair action. So it'll be 4 plus whatever you roll for your repair action, I think, if I understand this correctly.
Okay. So 4 plus.
Yeah, and-
I'm just going to roll
For
the repair.
healing robots, it's a difficulty of 2, so you have to get at least 2. Is what it
No.
says.
We
That's
have lots of
not at
action
all.
points.
I would like to use.
Yes, yes. Please
addition
use
to your-
situation.
So you're gonna add 2 to your roll, or are you
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
luck it?
I've got to figure out how to do that now.
Why don't we go back in time and you re-roll
Okay.
it and add your action points? Because
All right. Why don't I?
I was
do
saying
that?
it as you were doing it. So
Sorry. I'm sorry.
So outside
I'm
of
looking-
combat, an hour's work on a damaged machine restores hit points equal to white. Okay, that's so. If that was attempting the first aid action, I missed the second paragraph. Machines can't heal through normal resting, obviously. Outside of combat, if Colby spends an hour working on Sarge, that restores hit points equal to twice the repairer's repair skill rating.
it's just automatic. Plus,
Well, then
it's
that
the first
does
aid.
not
that
appear
makes
to
more
be-
sense.
Yeah, it does not appear to be a roll.
Okay. Let's do that because we're not in a hurry right now.
We are not in a hurry.
So I'll spend an hour.
What is your repair skill?
My repair skill is 3.
Cool. So you would heal 6, which would take you to 12, Aaron.
Yes, that would be perfect.
And so then
12 out of
that,
12.
so I think it would make sense that Colby is actually holding the robot repair kits, because if in combat you would need to run up and heal the
Okay.
robot.
So we have 1 left. I'll add it. To
Well, no, I don't think you didn't have to use it, because
Okay. All right.
I think you're just doing the repair. You're banging and like adjusting
Right.
and whatever without using it, because that's what it comes.
I make a video game winning sound for him when everything is repaired.
Nice. So I think Sally's the one who got most beat up during this fight. So you doing some?
Oh yeah.
Are you taking time? Can you take time to heal? Are we shooting you with a gamma gun? What?
Yeah, that's a good question. Normally long-term rest is like a day of resting, which I don't think we want to do. So it would be more treating an injury, which is int plus medicine. Oh, that's an injury. Sorry. Regaining health. You can use first aid action to heal a character's health. And this is the outside combat thing, I think. Int plus medicine will heal a number of hit points equal to your rank in the medicine skill. And additional hit points for every AP you spend. You can only heal the HP of a stable character. If I use a stim pack with it, it'll gain 4 hit points immediately. And any AP spent, you can spend more AP, and you get 2 hit points per AP spent.
Okay. So does someone have medicine aside from
I do.
Who's not Sally?
And I treat myself.
Nope, I do not have medicine.
Yeah, I think it just adds to the difficulty by 1.
No medicine.
Let me check there. I do have medicine.
I got science.
Actually, yeah, I have medicine, so I might be able to help out. It's
Excellent.
not a
I have the
tag
Brotherhood.
skill, but all right, yeah. I will walk back out then and check on Sally. Now, is there a David? Is there an equivalent like work on Sally for an hour?
I figured since you took an hour, I'd be. Oops, I'm trying to go to the wrong screen. I would have entered the town already.
Okay, all right. I wasn't
definitely.
sure. All right. So then Colby, after fixing up Sarge, Colby will help out Sally.
All right.
What are the green squares?
Those are garden areas.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. Am I rolling?
Int
I'm not rolling.
plus medicine roll.
Int plus medicine. All right. So
Yeah. And you can use AP to help that out.
Yeah. How much AP do we have?
We have 6.
6. I'm going to use 2 AP.
You'll need to use 3 if you want 2 dice.
Then I'll use 3.
All right.
Okay. So int is 8.
All right.
Nice.
So you get 2 AP back because the target was 1.
It doesn't even say. It just says passing the test. So I don't know
successes?
if it's either 2 successes or 3. Let's just do 2 because medicine's hard.
So I got 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we
one
got 2
excess.
AP
You're saying
back.
1. Okay, cool.
What is your
So that
rank
heal-
in the medicine skill?
2.
2. Okay, so I'd get 2 hit points back unless we spent more AP. Can we spend the 2 that you just earned?
Yeah, sure. It'll help you
So
out.
that'll bring me up by 4 more, which will put me at 9 of 13. We came up here for a reason, to avoid where we had come from originally, but I thought there was another reason we came up here. Anybody remember?
Well, we're
The
avoiding
combat
Moose.
was just too. Yeah. Well, we're
I
going
think it was
after
a-
Moose.
We're going after Moose by avoiding him for the moment.
Yeah.
It's
Plus,
strategic.
he has our
It's a
seeds.
strategic retreat.
Plus, we didn't have a whole lot, and we needed to resupply, and this place is pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was on the way.
Yes, I do require more bullets.
So Elijah Watts comes over, introduces himself. How's it going? And the woman is accompanying him. She's, my name's Elijah Watts, and this here is our town healer, Tessa Morrow. Seems like you've managed to patch yourselves up pretty well. I heard that you were interested in perhaps trading. I have some experience in trading. Used to walk the caravan trails myself back in the day. What you got?
Oh, just a few things here and there we've picked up, stuff that we don't necessarily need, but maybe you'd find a use for. And I'll pull out the gamma gun.
Well, that's some high-end weaponry there. Hard to find fusion cells. I don't know. What are you looking to trade for it?
I said, well, I'll throw in the fusion cells that we have for it. We need ammunition, maybe some food. I look around at the party. What do we need?
Ammunition for certain.
Well,
I
I
would
can
like
see
many more
bullets
bullets.
That's for energy cells, and it seems like a fair trade.
Oh, I do like those fusion cells, though. I use those as well.
Well, you got to
Right, because
pick.
you use them on your energy emitter, right?
I have a laser emitter and I have a 10mm auto pistol.
Oh, I'm sorry. This uses gamma rounds, not fusion cells.
Yes.
So
yes.
I pull
Okay,
out
I don't care
five-
about gamma rounds.
5 gamma rounds and the gamma gun.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
I don't care
mostly-
about that.
So we're looking for ammunition. We'll always trade for food because we all need food except for Sarge, and Sarge will tell you that. What else do we
I
need?
don't eat food.
Sally?
I mean, yeah. I don't know if we want to sell the gamma gun. It could be quite useful with when we meet up with Moose, but
Well,
Yeah,
now it's awkward.
Well, gamma can be helpful, but once you use up all the rounds, you use up all the rounds. You got anything else to offer?
I mean, it's more what you have to sell too. You know.
Well,
What's,
we got some 10mm rounds. We got some shotgun. We got some whatever the 38 ammo. You know, we got some ammo stores, but I don't know. You got anything that goes boom? You know, because occasionally these mole rats, we'd rather be able to just lob something from the towers than have to actually like waste ammunition just like picking them off one by one.
I mean,
Raiders.
Wait.
Set off one of ours trying to drive off some raiders that showed up here looking to try to steal some fertilizers.
Yeah. So what if we sold you something that could get rid of the mole rats once and for all?
You have my interest, sir. You have my interest.
Was it Cormir that you were carrying? The big football?
We put it in the walking luggage carrier.
Oh, yeah. Sarge, can you pull out the big metal football for me?
So he opens up his chest and he goes, to infinity and beyond.
You also have 2 nuka grenades, by the way.
Yeah, but we don't need the mini nuke.
Make up your minds. You're not being very serious. You're not being very particular here.
You plant this in the near the mole rats warren, and pretty sure it'll take care of all of them.
It looks
like a flower.
A mini nuke. Well, now. That will also help with the raiders. I like a good deterrent. Yes, I do. All right, well, you name it, you got it. Within reason.
10mm rounds and fusion cell.
I think some of my friends need some armor.
Yeah, I could use some armor.
Oh, robot parts would also be acceptable.
Well, we don't have much.
Yeah, any robot mods you got?
Here.
Technically, I have armor, by the way.
Yeah, so I mean, what would you guys? What would you like?
It is tough clothing.
I would probably look for some
clothing.
I'd probably look for some leather armor, whatever they've got.
Yeah, so they definitely have like some. They have. Let's see. Since you're looking to trade a mini nuke, they will bring out like they dust off a nice set of leather armor, like it. Well, I shouldn't say dust off. They hose off a nice set of leather armor, and as the blood runs out, like, yeah, we just picked this up off some raiders that tried to hit us last night, or 2 nights ago. Was that? Yeah. It's mint condition though.
Oh, good. It
was
fresh.
a headshot, very messy.
Yeah, that looks like about my size. I'll take it.
Do they have any robot modules?
What kind of robot module? Well, you know, we had a Mr. Handy, but unfortunately it broke down a while back. Haven't been able to get him working again, but we might be able to part with some of the mods. What you looking for?
That's an interesting thought. I didn't really specify.
An arm, a hand manipulator?
Well, I wasn't really thinking because I was thinking the selection would be so limited.
I mean, what if we were able to repair that Mr. Handy? Did you throw that in?
You got a fusion core handy because it's kind of the problem is we're down on power.
Okay.
And can I up my amount of 10mm rounds and fusion cells? That would be a question.
Yeah, I mean they can give you 10 each.
Okay.
Ken, was that leather armor, sturdy leather armor, or heavy leather armor?
Sorry, say that again.
Was that leather armor, sturdy leather armor, or heavy leather armor?
Let's say sturdy leather armor.
Alrighty. I will get that.
Do you have any big hand weapons?
They have some machetes. They've got, let's see.
I've already got one of those.
Sadly, they do not have axes in Fallout. I'm sure one of the... I was modding it, but they have machetes, they have baseball bats, they have basically what you would be looking for.
Okay.
They don't happen to have Tesla coils robot modules, do they?
No, theirs would have been a farming robot, so I was looking up robot mods appropriate to the farming robot.
Ken, I will trade them. I have a metal chest piece and a metal right arm that I will trade for some fusion cells if they have.
Sure, they can give you 10 as well.
Thank you.
Maybe a regeneration field. Maybe an integral boiler mod.
Ooh, do they have an aluminum baseball bat?
Sure.
Ooh, I think I'll grab that aluminum baseball bat.
No one has any of the perks associated with Robot Expert, right?
Tell you what, I will trade you this baseball bat and machete for that aluminum baseball bat.
That works. I'd say they'd have like a hazard detection mod, integral boiler mod, and
hazard detection mod and what? Boiler?
Integral boiler mod. So the hazard detection mod reduce the difficulty of survival tests to detect and disable traps and similar hazards by 1. The boiler mod, once per scene out of combat, turned 2 dirty wooders into a purified wooder in 10 minutes. None of those require a robot expert to install. All the other ones do.
Do they have any grenades?
They do not. They used them up blowing up the raiders.
Okay. Well, how about dynamite, nitroglycerin, fertilizer?
I think that, a community that is dealing with mole rats, and if we're going to go Caddyshack, I think they might have a couple of sticks of dynamite.
I have demolition expert as one of my perks, so I like the things that go boom.
But I don't have, I think,
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
David, you have, I think we should totally use the dynamite. I just don't have it in, I don't have it in Demiplane because I don't have the Wanderer's Guidebook unlocked. But David, I think you have the hard copy of that, right?
I'll be right.
We can add it later. It's cool.
We'll come back. But yes, they can give you like 2 sticks of dynamite.
Cool. I might be able to add that as a custom item or something.
Yeah, I think we can add whatever we want. It's just the stats is what we need.
Yep. Cool.
And, I want to enable Colby to be the best explosives expert that he can be.
Crazy Harry was my favorite Muppet. The one with the TNT plunger? He ran around. So that's kind of where I see Colby evolving in that direction.
So, Aaron, what do you think? I think they'd also be able to swap out one of the robots' like manipulator arms if you wanted to actually have a hand.
But then I'd have to give up like one of my other things, wouldn't I?
I think so. I think Mr. Handy's going to only have 3 arms, but I'm not.
Because I like all my buzzsaw, my automatic pistol, and my laser emitter. I do enjoy all of these weapons. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Are you taking one of the other mods? The boiler mod or the hazard detection mod?
Reduce their survival test to detect and disable traps. Similar. I couldn't disable a trap, though, could I? I would have to get that arm.
Well, I mean, depends on how you disable it.
Okay. If nobody else feels the need to spend any, if everybody else has got what they want, then I'll take the hazard detection. I don't feel particularly strongly about these mods.
It's a one-shot.
Go ahead and I'll take that. I don't really need to boil water, so unless
you should have a mod that allows you to turn it into like a hot water spray, so you can hit people with steam. Right? That would be hilarious.
That's now entrancing. Can I have it for that?
It doesn't actually say you can do that, but it feels like you should be able to do that.
Sure, I'll take it. Maybe I can dump hot water onto somebody.
All right, do that, and we will figure it out.
So, Josh.
Yes.
The Wasteland Wanderer's Handbook has 3 weapons that Cormier might like.
Ooh.
The multi-purpose axe, pre-war tool, multi-purpose axe is equally suited to chopping lumber or splitting heads. Just make sure you're at the right end of the swing. The guitar sword, which is a sword shaped like a guitar or a guitar that doubles as a sword. Either way, it probably needs to be tuned after a kill. Or the bumper sword, which consists of a chrome car bumper that has been pounded out and sharpened into a thick, heavy blade. License plate is still attached, and an exhaust pipe is strapped to the unsharpened end, served as a makeshift handle.
Ooh.
It's too bad you don't have the guitar flamethrower from Fury Road. That would be
nice. Yeah,
that would be amazing.
Well, I was just looking at melee weapons.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That is a ranged weapon.
That guitar thing, though. Well, I guess how much damage does the axe and stuff do?
So the axe is 5 damage with no damage effects. The guitar sword is 4 damage, but piercing 1 and has the parry quality. But its complication range is increased for, where is it?
Oh, goodness.
If you're making a sneak attack, the complication range is increased by 1 due to the sound it makes.
I am not sneaky.
And then the bumper sword is 2-handed, piercing 1, 6 damage, but it has recoil 7, which I'm trying to figure out what recoil 7 means.
Recoil 7.
Probably very hard to swing.
Boy. The aluminum baseball bat does piercing 1 and 7 damage, so I might just stick with that.
Oh, that's the Wanderer's Guide.
There's another one I missed. The proton axe.
What?
It resembles a futuristic war axe with a glowing blue blade of electrical energy on its head. On the other side, it has 2 capacitors, which also share the same blue electric current. The intense electrical discharge it produces is especially damaging to robots and other mechanical foes.
So clearly,
No, we
that's
can't
the
have that.
axe.
5 damage,
that Cormier
piercing 1,
lost.
and surge. What? Sorry?
That must be the axe that Cormier lost.
That does sound like it would come straight out of a video.
Like Thundar the Barbarian.
Uh-huh. Which means he would probably be heavily interested in that.
I don't think they have one of those lying around.
What's Cormier's strength score?
Do.
8. Okay. So recoil 7 is weapon has a perfectly focused, ferocious quote unquote kick when it fires, which might be too much for weaker users. If the user's strength score is less than X, then all attacks with the weapon increase the difficulty by 1. You may ignore this effect if you wield the weapon two-handed, or if the weapon is already two-handed by bracing against a solid object or bipod. Cormier could actually wield the bumper sword effectively. Yeah.
All right,
I don't
game
know
on.
if you heard all of those
I
weapons that I found, Ken.
I think aluminum baseball bat works though. And did you find the dynamite?
I did not. I'm not seeing any. Wait, there's the explosives. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Dynamite, explosive, 5 damage, physical damage, blast quality, and thrown to medium range. Or you can do a dynamite bundle, which is 9 damage, has the breaking effect, blast, delay, X, and placed. So you'd have to place it in order to use it.
Potentially handy.
Do you want me to put just the dynamite in there?
Yeah, just a dynamite. All right, so game on.
Does Colby have a throwing skill?
Throwing
Technically,
skill, like
I guess
sitting on
that's
them?
what you need to use for the dynamite.
I think I gave it to him.
Yes.
I don't think it's a.
Yeah.
It's not
I've
tag.
got a I've got a throwing skill. It's not a tag skill, but it is. I do have that skill. I also
Okay.
have speech, which I didn't know. But okay.
Scribe.
Yeah. I kind of like Colby. I might keep him around.
Nice. All right. I have to say, as an aside, as we get back into our action, I liked. My maps are growing on me because I like building these things out in Incarnate, but I feel like the aesthetic is kind of the Wastelander's survival guide, sort of. You know, the Wastelander zines you find in the game.
Yeah, just put a couple of filters on there, and it'll look, grungy and hand drawn, sort of like it's
Even
been out in the
grungier
waste
and
for
more
a while.
hand drawn.
Yeah, more hand drawn.
All right, cool. So, getting back to the action, you have done a bunch of shopping, and you see Mara Rusty Callahan. She's the town's mechanic, comes over, and she just kind of pats Sarge on the side now that she has her internal boiler going. It's like, you can make tea or you can scald bad guys. Either one works. And then someone comes over, the assistant to Big Jim. Found those sticks of dynamite you asked for, sir. And Jim's like, okay, don't run with them. He takes the stick of dynamite and hands them over to the ex-scribe. And so you are now, they also give you adequate food for like the next week, because you have given them a mini nuke.
Yay.
And Mara, as she's finishing up with Sarge and the Mr. Handy, or Mr. Gutsy, right? Mr. Gutsy. That's what.
Yeah, it's
technically
Gutsy.
Gutsy. As she finishes up with the Mr. Gutsy, she looks over. She's like, "Wait, we have a mini nuke? What are we going to do with a mini nuke?" And she just kind of like looks in horror at everyone. What have you done? And you guys are like just smiling because of the trade. Like, it's fine. I have plans. Big Jim and Elijah say, kind of like alternating bit back and forth between each other. They seem entirely too excited about the possibility of using a mini nuke to take out mole rats. So what next, folks?
I think we need to. Unfortunately, we can't be staying long. We're after some people who are not trying to take over Sky Garden, and we don't want that to happen.
Those bastards. Well, some of those bastards showed up here. Those are the ones we blew up. They're shaking us down for fertilizer.
One of them wasn't named Moose, was he?
Nah, but they called his name. They were saying that the Moose was going to bring his vengeance down on us if we didn't give him some fertilizer. And yeah, we showed him what for. Blew them right up, drove them off.
Take a look around at the party. Yeah, you may want to use that mini nuke on Moose if he shows up. That would be great.
Yeah, you're going to need
that in mind.
We're trying to end that little. Trying to censor myself here. Yeah, we're trying to end him. He did us dirty, and so a little extra benefit for you if we're able to succeed. So I don't know if you had anything you'd like to have us shoot into him or anything.
Nah, I think we got to hold on to our ammo to take him out. But I think you'll be good. Just Sky Garden, eh? Just remember, that's the high ground.
Good to know.
I was evidently muted when I was asking this earlier, which explains why no one was responding to me. Can I get some shotgun shells to replace the ones I had?
Yeah,
at
sure.
least?
They can give you like 10 shotgun shells.
Oh, excellent.
Sorry, Chris, were you saying something?
I can't remember. It's not important if I was.
All right. So continuing on to Sky Garden, is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, let's go.
Sure.
All right. So as you catch your first glimpse of Sky Garden on the horizon, so about The day and change pass, and as you catch your first glimpse of Skygarden on the horizon, you see something much closer. A small farming community, once abandoned, now reoccupied. You see people are struggling to repair chain link fences, hammer boards into dilapidated buildings, and attempting to rebuild a fallen garden. And so it's like the highway would have been kind of like winding through the hills. There's this broken down, desperate settlement off to the side, and then you can see the overpass that has Skygarden on it in the distance. So it's like another probably half day away, like maybe closer to 3/4 of a day away. So you can kind of make out Skygarden in the distance, but you're not there yet.
So this thing that their place that they're repairing, it looks like it's old and dilapidated, and they're repairing it. It had been abandoned, or it was attacked and they're repairing the damage from the attack.
It looks like it was old and abandoned, and they are attempting to repair it.
All right, cool.
I shall move everybody to...
So is that the road, or is that a river?
It is a road. So coming up the middle of this map is a road. Off to the right is a mutated, scrubby-looking forest. To the left is a couple of outbuildings. The thing that has legs coming off the bottom of it is the fallen watchtower.
Feel free to move us where we actually are.
Well, I think you come down the road and you see there's a number of people kind of as you guys are approaching. So how are you guys approaching? So you would have seen this from a distance. So you could decide whether you're choosing to engage this community at all, if you're going to like take the long way around.
Say, what are all the little circle thingies?
Those are the trunks of trees.
Oh, okay.
And the green part is kind of like the branches coming out. And so they're scraggy and like maybe 6 to 8 feet tall.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, they look reasonably peaceful. We could probably just pass on by, say hi.
Cool. So as you're kind of walking down the road, people kind of pause. Like there's one or two, you can see a couple of kids that look up and they see you and they immediately run and like they hide behind like their parents. There's a couple of parents who are like struggling with the fence and trying to get it into place. And then they look up and they start, cursing. And then you see there's a 50-something looking woman who looks up and says, I told you to keep a watch. People down, they're right here. Josiah, Erwin, what the hell?
Yeah, the kids are good. I mean, they're hiding there. Luckily, it's we don't mean you any harm. We're passing through, heading to Skygarden, trying to cut off a no good, down dirty dealer.
So as you're saying that, you can see there's these two teenagers are scrambling to pick up like pipe rifles. They're like, sorry, Sheriff, sorry. The woman comes striding forward, and she's got a rifle with a sniper scope on it, and she just looks at you and says, "What did you say you were doing?"
Heading to Skygarden, trying to cut off a low-down, no-good, dirty dealer.
Huh. She just pats the rifle. That'd be a no-good dealer named Moose.
Yeah, you know him?
I know him. We used to be in Skygarden. I used to be the sheriff. But let's just say the leadership was a little too trusting.
So we already got there, eh? We were hoping to cut him off.
Yeah, we barely just got out with our lives. And she looks to her side and says, "Here's Maxine Willis, our teacher, and Maisie used to be the head gardener. Yeah, we were able to get Maxine came to me and had all the kids gathered around. We were able to sneak out using the back way, but it's not a good time in Skygarden right now."
You want to go back?
No. You see these idiots?
You want to be able to go back. Let me rephrase that. You want to be able to go back?
Well, yes. Yes, we would. I would like to see Moose meet his end, but I have all these people who can barely keep themselves alive and a bunch of teenagers who don't know to watch the road.
Yeah. That's a problem with teenagers.
When they're like fumbling with the safeties on the gun. No, now you should leave the safeties on, you idiots.
So, how many people does Moose have? And you said something about a back way.
Well, he had about, I think he had about a dozen at one point. They sent a couple, maybe it was 18, something like that. But they sent a bunch over to Hardscrap, and they sent a bunch over to Dicetown. Some fool errand looking for fertilizer. So they might be down to, I don't know, maybe 8 back in town right now.
All right. Yeah, I guess we were out longer than I thought. Hardscrap's okay. They beat the Raiders off. We were just there.
Oh, that's good to hear somebody had enough sense to repel these idiots. I tell you, anybody who trusts Moose and his Moose men, they deserve what they get.
Yeah.
Awkward pause.
Yeah. You only learn that lesson once. Then it's in your head good. Tell us about this back way, because I'm aiming to pay Moose back a bit. And I think the rest of my friends here are too.
Well, the overpass has these big, huge concrete pile-on things that it rests on, right? And so there's foot handholds in the side of it, metal rungs and stuff. It just looks like twisted pieces of rebar, but yeah, you can actually climb up those, and you can get to a secret entrance. It's covered over with some metal plating up on the overpass, but it just looks more like debris. So we put it back in place before we left, but that's how we got out while they were coming up the lift.
Gotcha. How far is the lift from the back way?
It's probably about 100 feet.
All right. I'm asking because Sarge here, I don't know how well he climbs.
Shoot Sally
That
a
is a
dirty
good
look.
point.
It's okay. I could
As a
carry her.
GM aside, Sarge wasn't in the last game, so we didn't run into this problem.
It's all right. I could carry Sarge. Sarge, hold on to my back. As
You
he's just
probably
doing push-ups
could.
in the middle of the road here.
Right? Probably could. Sorry we don't have much to offer you other than our thanks.
Hey,
Colby steps
knowing that we can
forward.
get in, that's a good offer there. Sorry,
Colby,
what was that, Colby?
I was going to say, Colby steps forward, and if someone is still working on the fence, he goes over and shows them the right way to do it with his repair skill. Like, no. You need to take this and bind it this way and do this. And, begins to show them how to do.
They are in awe of your repair work.
I mean, while Sally's talking, Colby just kind of wanders off and begins doing things that need help, just to, point of goodwill.
Very nice. Very nice. Slight side action montage.
Yeah, more or less.
Their previous town was, 100 feet in the air. They didn't have to worry about fences.
No, they did not. But Colby's got
yeah.
a soft spot for people starting over.
There you go. All right.
So he
How
will
you
keep
guys
doing that until
All
we
right.
decide we're leaving.
All
I'm
right, so
ready
we
to go.
cue the community rebuild montage as like the guard tower goes back up and there's some grunting and bunch of cutscenes,
I mean,
corrugated
Skygarden's
steel.
taken over. We can go a little. We can slow our roll a little bit.
So
How many
as the
sticks of
montage
dynamite
just
did
stands-
Colby pick up?
6.
Sarge stands there without any arms and just supervises.
Well, you do have the saw, so if you need to occasionally cut down
Yeah.
little pieces of wood and then you accidentally cut off someone's hand and everybody laughs and you put it back on
Oh,
again.
perfect. Okay. Oh, perfect. The last character was all caring and everything. This one, not so much. If I can cut off
was just
someone's
thinking,
hands, even better.
I'm just envisioning the 1960s comedies type thing, like ha ha ha!
Yeah.
You just cut off all your fingers. Oh, don't worry, we have super glue. So what is your plan for Skygarden? Because this does you have you know that Moose and the Moose Men have moved in.
We definitely need to not be seen approaching. So maybe undercover at night, climb up the rebar, get up in there, quick take control of the lift so we can get Sarge up there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have any better of a plan?
Not really.
That sounds as good as our usual plans.
I mean, we didn't
Well,
sell the
without
nuke
really-
grenade.
You did not.
Yeah.
Without being
Sold the
able to
gamma
see a
gun.
map, I can't plan strategy without the map and understanding how the things come together. I mean, could we
Yeah.
do we have...
Hey, Sheriff, can you draw us a map of Skygarden?
Why, sure. If you're gonna go
Colby.
kick Moose's map,
Oh, yeah.
kick
gonna
Moose's
pat
ass.
him.
I am more than happy to help you with a map.
I'm
Yeah.
going to pat
And if
Colby's
anybody-
back with my buzzsaw. You know that a map will be useless as moment we get there. Everybody will run off in 17 directions, even though there's only 4 of us.
At least we know where we're going then.
So I'm gonna
Well-
switch over to. I'm gonna activate the Skygarden map.
All right.
Yeah.
So
And all right, cool.
So,
So-
Colby, former scribe, probably did some strategy reading,
Probably, yeah.
and it is going to begin looking at this from a battle plan standpoint and ask, "Did you ever hear of the Trojan horse?"
Yes.
Yeah.
What about
Was that
Yeah,
some sort
sorta.
of giddy up? Was that some
No,
sort of
no,
giddy
no.
up robot?
Maybe there's
No, it's
some
not
way
the Giddy Up Buttercup. It's I mean, I saw him filming one of the remakes of the movies, but like the Troy movie or something. It's been a while.
All I'm saying is that it's elevated. There's only one way in and one way out. It's just like Troy. So maybe we've got to do the horse thing. Maybe we need a cargo container or a covered wagon or something that gets us in there.
So let me give you some details. So Coco Cannon, who is the former sheriff of Sky Garden, sketches things out. People start bringing over like empty tin cans and like little pieces of wood, right? And so they build out and cue the next montage of building out the map. And so she's got a burned out piece, a rusty piece of rebar that she's pointing out to the different things. Remind me, what's the pointer tool in here? Is it the measurement tools?
Your mouse is kind of a pointer, and then you can click and hold and do.
Okay. All right. Cool. Then
you can also draw on the map.
Realized I was muted.
So effectively for us, and I will draw on the map for
pencil.
Yeah, I got. Oops.
It's the pencil, and then you can pick which drawing tool you want: freehand, polygon, ellipse, or rectangle.
Okay. So, and then can you remind me how I just moved the map?
Right
pan
click
the map
and drag.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to finish drawing that. As you approach from the ground level, on the left side, there is an embankment that comes up. It's not as high as Sky Garden itself. It kind of rises about 20 feet. Sky Garden's about like 100 feet up in the air. But it's a gradual embankment, so it represents one zone. In the middle, underneath the underpass, there are these 6 concrete pylons. So that would be these right here.
Okay.
Right. And hopefully, my mouse is doing its thing. Cool. So those are the concrete pylons there. So you can imagine underneath it's like overgrown and weedy, but there's not a whole lot of cover there outside of the pylons. Then over here on the side, I didn't mean to draw when I did that. Over here on the side is the lift, right? Then this green line over here represents the downslope, and that is another zone. And you can see there's a whole bunch of, they pushed all the cars off the side of the overpass and they just rained down. So there's all kinds of broken cars littering the landscape along that side of the community. Then if you go up a level and you're looking like overhead at Sky Garden, over here in the lower left-hand corner is where you have your secret door. And then the areas that are gray with lines are garden plots. This area in the middle here, this brown square with the stairs coming up, it's like a raised platform that was kind of like the community center. Mounted on that is one of those big windmills that you see in Fallout 4, right? Like just the blades kind of slowly spinning. And then these brown buildings here are basically just the community buildings. So this was like the town hall, and then these were residences. And they basically, from a guard's perspective, she had seen them just kind of walking the perimeter. So they would have 2 or 3 guards. There was usually at least 1 or 2 guards down in the lift, and there have been like 2 or 3 guards kind of walking the perimeter, and then there might be a few others just drinking up on the platform. Because she said people, since this has happened, right, they've had a little bit of time to kind of see what's going on from a distance, and like that's about where it's at. However, she will also say they're bandits and they think they're in control, and so they can almost hear from here, because sound carries a while when you're up on one of these things. And even now, you guys can occasionally hear like the random rifle shot as they're like throwing beer bottles up into the air and taking a blast at them, and like laughing uproariously. And it's like the sounds of drunk frat who are living high on the horse.
Well, tell me about the secret door.
So that's over here. This is this X here. So basically it just has some like sheet metal plates on top of it. Think of if you can think of the concrete pylon for an overpass, think of it as kind of crumbly and part of it has fallen away, but there's pieces of metal that have been bent into it. Basically they've like reshaped the rebar or what have you to be able to climb down, up and down out of it. But it's not obvious from anyone else that would be an entrance into it.
So that's an option for us.
Yeah.
Also, there are 6 pylons, and I have 6 sticks of dynamite, so that's an option.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an option. Looks at you and is like, we'd kind of like Sky Garden to remain in the sky.
I'm looking at all the options. There are no bad ideas.
As a last resort, if we can't get rid of Moose, we don't want Moose ruling over the area.
That's the truth.
We did leave about 30 people behind.
There's Moose has some of the people in Sky Garden still?
Most of the village is still there, yes. And then you see a couple of kids come over and you're not going to blow up Mama, are you?
Not unless we have to.
Colby, you don't tell them that.
Well, I don't want to lie.
But I
Colby
mean,
often has good ideas, I'm going to admit.
oh dear.
So, are any of the people in Sky Garden still able to? Would they join in a fight if we started one?
Coco looks to Maxine and Maisie, her co-leaders of this Far Garden, their little community that they're trying to establish here. And she's like, I don't know. The elders were pretty set in their non-violent sort of ways. I always had a lot of trouble getting them even to arm the community. I think they're just a bunch of mice living under a big moose.
Suckers.
Yeah, but is there any of those suckers, I mean, people in Sky Garden that would take up a weapon if given one?
Maybe. They'd have to know that they could win. Right now, they're pretty beaten. Sorry, they're pretty beaten.
Yeah, although
this isn't one of your old movies, Sally.
30 against 8 is, this isn't the 300 or something.
Well, they do have some nice guns.
Maybe we should have kept the mini nuke.
Yeah.
Coco kind of looks at you in horror.
No bad ideas. No, we're just looking at everything.
So that rifle of yours, think you could help from out here?
Not from this range, and I can't be leaving this town. You've seen the idiots I have guarding the road.
Fair.
Well, do you have someone that could guide us to the secret?
Well, you got a map.
Okay, so we're. I just look over and I say it too loudly. All right, so we're not going to get any help here.
And then she looks and Tina, you see a little girl come over. She says, "I'm Tina. I could help."
Tina, tiny Tina, sure. That sounds
Stick
great.
of dynamite.
Yeah, have you ever held dynamite? Yeah.
Or a nuke grenade?
I don't want to steal other people's IP.
No.
I don't know what you mean. Why would you give a small child dynamite?
Oh no.
Well, I think we need to. How long would it take us to get there on foot?
It's about a half.
You think? All right. Why don't we start heading out? Try and keep as low a profile as. Well, no. Why don't we start heading out around dusk?
Why don't we sleep for a little while? I mean,
yeah, sleep for a little while. Head out around dusk. Get there around midnight. A little after.
You want salt in the middle of the night?
Colby, you think we should head up that back door, or?
Colby snickers a little bit. Sure. Let's go up Moose's back door.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And on that note, I think this is probably actually a good place to pause, since we need to be ending at 11:30 anyway.
Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
this is great.
That sounds good.
All right, thanks everybody for joining us for another episode of Lair of Secrets and our Fallout one-shot. We'll be back.
Try not to go up anybody's back door.